why you didn't lose your mind yesterday was because he gave you peace. No. The reason why doors are opening is because he gives you favor. The reason why people don't know about your mess up is because he's covering the doors that the enemy is open. He's covering even my shame that people will not see it. But David was good, man. The Bible says a time came, David had rest. When kings went to war, David decided he's not going anymore. He's not going to war. He's good. He's chilling. He saw Bathsheba, did what he had to do. After that, the judgment that God said to him, he said, I will make a public obstacle. People will see what you did. There are some victories we're enjoying. Don't think we're enjoying it because we are smart. There are some things about our lives. My God, there are some times I mess up. I will say, God, please help me. God, please close this door. God, please give me a way for me to humble myself or to go and explain how I messed up. Fix so I can fix this problem. God, please cover my shame. But then you begin to think, oh, I'm good, man. I don't need to invest. That's what the children of Israel did. After they stopped serving God, the Bible said they began to go and fight the other nations. And they could no longer defeat them. They were defeated. Time after time. Why were they defeated? Because they thought the reason why they used to win, the reason why they came into the promised land, they thought it was because they had a good army. They thought that because they had warriors. They didn't know the reason why they were winning the battles. It was because God was with them. God was clearing the pathway for them. God was fighting their enemies for them. My God, do you know how many people as we are here sitting down innocently, just want to serve the Lord? Do you know how many people will celebrate at our downfall? Do you know how the enemy is orchestrating things behind the scenes for us to go down? And then we make the foolishness to think that we will leave the covering of God. Remember what the devil said to think, I don't need God. I have a good personality. I don't need God. I can get to the interview. I know what to say. I don't need God. I'm good. Sometimes you get to the point you say, man, I have the money. I know who to call if I have the problems. You have all the numbers. When you do that, the battles you used to win, you will lose them. You will lose them because the reason why you were winning it was not because of you. I was not winning because of me. So when I disconnect from His grace, I disconnect from my source, I begin to lose battles I'm supposed to win. Then all of a sudden you are wondering, what happened? No. Job is because that covering, the hedge of protection is around him. He said to God, he said, if you just give me the permission, remove that hedge of protection. And what happened? Sickness, death, losses in his life. So imagine if Job was on earth when he became successful, he decided not to worship the Lord. The devil was looking for a way to destroy him long time ago. It's just that the hedge of protection was around him. You and I are standing today because of the blood of Jesus. You and I today are alive today because God is fighting our battles. There are things that God is preventing us from that we don't even know about. There are dangers. There are landmines that people have plotted against us, doing things against us, waiting to celebrate. Some people are wondering, how come you are still standing? Some people are wondering, how come you are still alive? They are wondering, how come I haven't heard the bad news yet? But each time they see you, you are still standing. They are wondering, what again? After all that, they won again. Because when we invest in our relationship with God, we win battles we are not supposed to win. We get victories. We are able to overcome the enemy. We are able to resist the devil. But when we don't, we lose battles that God can help us win. So many times, even in our relationships, marriages, family, even in the church, whatever we are doing, there are times We have big problems. Things collapse, things go down. Why? Because we left the ways of God and we became God. Or other people became God. The system of the world became God. We forgot that God is our source. Believers, when you know that God is your source, you will worship Him. When you know that God is your source, you will read His word. Believe me, when you believe that God is your source, you will go to church even when you are tired. He said, when you don't invest in my relationship, your relationship with me, you lose battles you are supposed to win. You lose battles you are supposed to win. We lose battles we are supposed to win. We are defeated by things we are supposed to conquer. I'm telling you. You know why? Man, when we stop spending time with God, and sometimes you get to a point in your life, if you're not careful, pride will kick in. That's for everybody. That's why we must continue to surrender. You will think that you are where you are today because of good works. You are where you are today because of intelligence, because of education, because of hard work, because of connection. You will get to a place where you think that the victories that you have seen in your life is as a result of your labor.